Tennessee going to Stark Vegas to play Mississippi State, 4:15 Eastern, SEC Network. You got the cowbells out and about. Tennessee favored by 7.5. If I'm Tennessee, this is that spot now. Keep your eye on the freaking ball. The Georgia game didn't go how you wanted to. You were in a spot where you could have won that game. You have a walk-through opponent last weekend. No disrespect to Tennessee's schedule, but that's kind of what it was. And now you're in a spot where you're going on the road and playing a team in Mississippi State, who, if we're going to keep it a buck here, they've ruined a Saturday before. Arizona State rolled into Stark Vegas, also favored by a touchdown plus, and Mississippi State took their will in that game. Okay, I'm just saying, they've done it before. I would not sleepwalk into this spot. If you do, you have the potential to get beat, okay? I also think it's worth noting, Mississippi State having won a game against a formidable opponent at this point in time. Arizona State at that point in time thought they were a college football playoff team. Maybe they still are. Mississippi State, you would think, has a little bit extra confidence. Like, I'm not feeling fearful of Mississippi State with Tennessee on the other side, because I know we are good enough to hang with teams like an Arizona State, beat a team like Arizona State. Like, let's roll. I'm not tippy-toeing into this thing. Mississippi State is led by Blake Shapen. Let me just say this. He's a freaking good quarterback. And I know he doesn't have the same, notoriety or name power that some of the other quarterbacks do across the conference, but I will keep on saying this into a camera as long as I can, as long as there is something to back this statement. Blake Shapen at Baylor, Oklahoma State, Big 12 title game in Jerry World, walks out there, and the starter for Baylor had gone down earlier, and Blake Shapen gets the start. Blake Shapen went nuts in that first half. He was poised. He was accurate. He was making plays with his legs. Like, he has got all the tools, I think, to be a high-level quarterback. He's been to this point for Mississippi State. On top of that, he's got receivers in a Brennan Thompson, who is one of the fastest players in college football, and an Anthony Evans, transfer receiver from Georgia, who have had big years to this point. Translation, all the pieces are there for this Jeff Lebby offense with the quarterback, with the weapons, to make you pay. And if you're Tennessee, I know you've been dinged up in the secondary. I understand it hasn't been a perfect year on that side of things, but you saw what Georgia did. Blake Shapen and this team can do that to you. Now the question is, do you demand enough in the run game, if you're Mississippi State, to get those matchups you want in the pass game against Tennessee? Because it's a funny matchup. Jeff Lebby, Josh Heupel, similar stylistically in how they call the offense. Both wide splits, both up-tempo, both have that Briles influence, if you will. So that's going to be a lot of fun to watch here. So I mentioned Blake Shapen. Joey Aguilar, it's kind of the same thing. The difference is, for Joey Aguilar, I think the line of scrimmage advantage for Tennessee in this game is real. So as much as I need Joey Aguilar to make the throws downfield and make this offense hum, all those things, we have better players if we're Tennessee. And that's not me knocking Mississippi State. Josh Heupel's been in Knoxville for a longer period of time than Jeff Lebby has. Jeff Lebby, I think, will eventually get it right, should be given the time. But Josh Heupel has had several years to build this roster. If I'm Joey Aguilar, yes, the task is push the ball downfield, but the other task is don't get too greedy. Don't spot Blake Shapen extra possessions. I love the gunslinger effect with Joey Aguilar, but I need him to make sure that we are not having those crucial turnovers that make this thing uncomfortable for us in the fourth quarter. Because, again, on the road, a lot can happen in a little bit of time with this game against Mississippi State, with it being in Stark Vegas. So just take what the defense gives you. Let's be poised. Let's have some composure. And Joey Aguilar, don't get too greedy. If you do, that's how this game gets weird. So I say all that to get to this point. The way that Mississippi State calls their defense, it is the 3-3-5, which is great because you got speed on the field to try and account for, the speed of Tennessee on the perimeter and Chris Brazzell and Mike Matthews and all that, and that's good. But Tennessee, we keep saying this, they are still a run-the-football kind of team. And even though Mississippi State beat Arizona State, that's really their only good filter of competition for us to talk about at this point in time, Arizona State still went for 251 on the ground. Like, Mississippi State won that game because of two things. One, they got 2 interceptions off Sam Leavitt. Going back to my point, Joey Aguilar can't do that. 2, they were explosive in their own right in the pass game. Several coverage busts from Arizona State. Had a couple of big pass plays that ultimately made ASU pay. So if I'm Mississippi State, I worry a little bit about the path to winning this game. It's very, as Cato would say, producer of the hard count, it's very fly too close to the sun-ish to win this game. Like, there's a lot that I think has to happen negative for Tennessee for Mississippi State to find a way to win. So I don't love the Icarus game plan. I love Tennessee and their ability to run the football. I love the offensive line and the running back room for Tennessee. I think that Tennessee wins this game. I think they cover. I think the final score in Starkville is Tennessee 31, Mississippi State 21. Nothing to say of Jeff Lebby and what he's building, but I just think Tennessee and what they have right now is further along roster-wise, line of scrimmage-wise, and we see that pay dividends in this spot for Josh Heupel and company.